guys, Shane here. Just a quick update on my entry for Adam Mann's StuG Life group build. So I've been fairly plowing through this kit over the last about week and a bit. Didn't do too much this week, but I kind of wanted to get back in the saddle now and try to get this kit finished. So I've got the wheels, as you can see, on cocktail sticks ready for painting, and also have the dry sprockets and track assemblies ready for painting too. So not really much to speak about there, they're just ready for paint, and we'll get around to them in the next couple of days. Then you actually have the StuG itself. So I was going to talk about what I've done. So I went for a solid Dunkel Gleb vehicle. I didn't really bother to do a camo scheme on it. I was going to, but I kind of just wanted something nice, simple paint scheme, and the Dunkel Gleb will do. And also the vehicle I was looking, the Normandy vehicle, was just solid Dunkel Gleb. So I kind of would rather that paint, like companies would do a top or a plan view of their camo scheme, so you know where to bring the camo once it goes over the upper hull of the vehicle. It's something that really annoys me. I really wish they would do that. It just gives us a bit more area to go. But anyway, that's here nor there. Well, it's not really. It's something I wish they would do, but they're not going to because it would cost money. So the entire vehicle was painted for the most part using Vallejo. It's just a simple fact being it's what I have at hand, and I'm kind of used to it. Even though I'm getting a bit fed up with their Dunkel Gleb, I want to try one of the AK Dunkel Glebs to see what they don't seem to be as mustard in hue as the Vallejo colours do. So just to talk through what I've done. So the entire model got primed with Vallejo Surface Primer Grey. I used a fairly high pressure on my compressor, and kept the airbrush at a fair distance, and kept it moving, and kept the pressure high, and I got a nice even coat that I just built up over a couple of layers, leaving each layer to dry. Once that was done, some of you may recall if you saw my posts on the YouTube Modelers Google page, I added some pre-shading to the model. I can't see too much of it, unfortunately, but that's just the way it goes. So I appreciate this with black. It does add a bit of depth to the model. I wish it was a bit more visible, but I can kind of see it coming through in certain places, which is, I suppose, that's mission accomplished. Then for the Dunkel Gleb itself, I took my old faithful Vallejo Surface Primer Dunkel Gleb. I'm getting a bit fed up with this colour, just for simple fact being, because it's so mustardy, it's really hard to shade it and to highlight it. So if you're trying to do any modulation with this colour by just darkening and lightening it, it's an absolute nightmare. Because it's such an intense mustard hue to it, so it's very hard to spot the difference between transitions of colour. However, I did manage to make a difference by just adding off-white to it and building up on the top layers. But again, it's very hard to see it. So you might kind of see there are slight colour differences, but I suppose too it's meant to be subtle. And if you can't really see it, but just see the very light hue of it, then you've done it right. Then for the basic weathering, I just went and did some chipping really, and I then I went a bit overboard in certain aspects of the chipping, and I kind of, but again, I'm pretty happy with it. I can always go back and change things if I want. So for the chipping, what I did was I took more off-white, mixed it with Dunkel Gleb until it came out to a cream-like colour, and then I just took some scrap bit of foam that I've kind of cut to a taper, and just began to work it around the leading edges, especially focusing on areas where the crew would be wandering around, and I just applied that kind of cream mix to represent wear on the paint and a bit of chipping. And then for more deeper chipping, where it's gone deeper into the paint job and into the primer. Now by right, since it's a later vehicle, I really should have gone for like an oxide red, but I felt that the oxide red would clash too much with the yellow. That's just, again, that was just my call, my preference. and I just took Vallejo model colour German camo black brown, which is a furry kind of tried and tested shipping colour that a lot of model makers use, and a lot of other companies more or less emulate that colour for their shipping, their purpose-made shipping colour. So using a fine brush, I began to add the chips. I kind of went a bit heavy in places, however I'm going to kind of use filters and all that to tone it all down. So yeah, I kind of feel it's a little bit toyish at the moment, but I'm pretty happy with it though. Let's do a quick 360. And then the last thing I did was I use a pre-made filter from Sin Industries, which is a company done by MIG. I don't know if these are still in production or not. And I just applied it on with the brush a couple of times to tie everything on. And there we have it. So this is where the StuG is now. I'm just ready to start adding gloss coat to start putting down decals and then begin the oil weathering process. So thanks for watching. Hope all your builds are going well. Keep working on them, keep churning out the good stuff as always, and watch out for those buses. So thanks for watching guys, stay safe, happy modelling, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.